Good morning. Every human being want to take a tour process during their lifetime to enjoy and see so many things and because of highly technical devices, parachute, glider climbing, lot of things they want to enjoy. So you normally used to book package, railway package, bus package, flight packages, foreign tour package. So at the time of package, normally the agency used to obtain signature after signatures and collect fees, this insurance, that insurance. But you must be very careful so far insurance schemes are concerned because that only helps your family members if anything happens to get remedy through that and they simply collect a huge amount from you for that insurance and collect commission from the insurance and finally when something had happened and when you file cases then they will depend on technicality. This is technical. See, this is unilateral contract. Normally expecting that this agency may not dupe her, but you keep it in mind that normally every time the agency try to dupe you with deceptive and attractive and designated signatory words. It's all right. You want to see what the fate of the case. I want to read the judgment wherein fortunately the counsel who was engaged by the persons were efficient enough to get remedy. This is the AR 2020 Supreme Court 3636 Bharati AXA General Insurance vs. Priya Paul and another. Consumer Protection 2321. Aircraft Act Section 2131. Aircraft Rules. Rule 326. Compensation Death Claim. Smart Personal Accident Individual Insurance Policy. Accident due to explosion of glider. Glider was standard type of aircraft and had not been expressly excluded under policy. Glider was duly licensed aircraft and disease was fare paying passenger. This word must be most important. Standard type of aircraft, fare paying passenger. Order direct insurance to pay amount of 1 crore with 8% interest. These are then they say report of Transport Safety Board of Canada proving that though the glider in question was equipped with engine, it was mainly for purpose of adding self-launching capacity to vehicle. Merely because glider was motorized, it would not imply that it was not aircraft. Even TSBC report unequivocally refers it as aircraft. The terms aircraft and glider is not defined and the insurance product. Glider must be regarded as aircraft. Then words and phrases, word aircraft was discussed. Therefore, finally, you to understand this case, I will give the history. Respondent 1 gone on vacation to Canada along with her family in June 2013. On 29/6/2013, the family visited the Pemberton Soaring Center, a gliding facility at Pemberton in British Columbia. Her son took the first turn for sightseeing flight on a two-seater glider plane, STEMI S-10VT, flown by the pilot at the facility. While airborne, the glider exploded after colliding with a Cessna 150 aircraft, killing all occupants of both the glider and Cessna. So that resulted him to claim. So then they are defense about general exclusion policy, all cheating process by the insurance company. But National Commission has awarded compensation and the Supreme Court also rightly held that this is within the purview of the case. So what do you want to learn from this? As not only as an advocate, as social interested person, I want that you should all be aware that every person who gives a wide advertisement in TV, paper, full page, second page, and they simply say that come and purchase my flat for this amount. How could they spare these ad expenditures? This is going to be taxed on your entry with the ad inviters. Very careful. Instead of being attracted to this ad, you go personally have a conversation. If you are afraid of their imposition, you have devices in your hand. You kindly record what they say. You come, I will get finance. You pay some 10 lakhs or 5 lakhs. For 10 lakh or 25 lakhs or 50 lakhs property, they will simply say you pay 50,000, we will arrange finance. Then what happened? Then they would say after collecting this amount, no, you have no proper documents or surety, therefore your amount is forfeited. This is a fraudulent tactic which is subject to this flat regulation authorities, estate regulated real estate regulating authority. So you should be very careful. Like that, everywhere railway passengers, before that when insurance amount is being claimed, if it is claimed by LIC or some statutory insurance, now because of privatization, there is one main ghost woman exorcist authorities is that economically superpower persons sitting on chambers. They only want to conquer the entire world to suck our blood, our economic, and leave at lunch. So you should be very careful that you insist what is that all these stamps will be printed in as micro as corona, very small letters. You ask them to enlarge, you give me enlarged copy and explain me what all are the tabs, and particularly ask what will be your life risk. First you should understand wherever you can meet life risk, that is problem. Then that's all right. Then I have one problem to be solved by any of my subscribers. Number one, that a person files a suit for recovery of possession and declaration before the subordinate court, claiming that the value will be 7 lakhs plus. But the defendant, having sold the property, later raised an objection that the value of the suit is less. That IO was allowed. Then what had happened? The court held that the value of the suit property is 29 lakhs. Then since that time, 2017, that time the pecuniary jurisdiction was 25 lakhs. It has been returned to file before the appropriate court. Unfortunately, the land counsel who was appearing for the plaintiff did not understand that it was very easy to present the suit before the original side of the court because he has substantially paid court fee at the rate of 7.5 point when the suit was filed, and even after enhancement of the pecuniary jurisdiction. But that was not done. CRP was filed. Unfortunately, CRP was not listed. Somehow, CRC was allowed. The High Court has directed because the pecuniary jurisdictions was decreased, they are redirected the lower court to take them. So the problem is, since from the date of suit is bound to pay the court fee as on date the rules available. As on date rules available was 7.5%. But according to the plaintiff, the suit would have been filed before the original side because of the later order dated 2017 holding the enhancement of the pecuniary jurisdiction. If that is considered correct, he has paid a substantial court fees more than the required, including the enhanced value. However, since the subsequent direction, the court fee has been now paid at the rate of 3%, which is effect from 3 March 2017. So this is the aspect you have to looked into answer for me. Best wishes.